about the people we should be. Put your hand in the hand of the man who's still in the water. Put your hand in the hand of the man who calmed the sea. Take a look at yourself. You can look at others differently by putting your hand in the hand of the man from Galilee. Mama taught me how to pray before I reached the age of 7. And when I'm down on my knees, that's when I'm close to heaven. My daddy lived his life with 2 kids and a wife, and you gotta do what you gotta do. But he showed me enough what it takes to get you through. Put your hand in the hand of the man who's still in the water. Mary, sing it with me. Put your hand in the hand of the man who calms the sea. Take a look at yourself. You can look at others differently by putting your hand in the hand of the man from Galilee. Put your hand in the hand of the water. Put your hand in the hand of the man who's still in the water. Put your hand in the hand of the man who calms the sea. Take a look at yourself, and you can look at others differently by putting your hand in the hand of the man from Galilee. Put your hand. Okay.
There's a also
Let's have others.
sidekick.
Put your hand in the hand of the man who's still in the water. Put your hand in the hand of the man who calmed the sea. Take a look at yourself, and you can look at others differently by putting your hand in the hand of the man from Galilee. Put your hand in the hand of the man from Galilee. Hand in the hand of the man from Galilee.
Yeah, you all are going to sing along with that. We're going to have the words of the chorus up there, you know, the put your hand part. So we want you all to sing along. Go crazy. Where's Paula?
Jerry's calling you.
Yeah, your tambourine.
Oh, good. I need to say my Sure.
Yeah.
Two weeks on?
Yep.
The one you just did. It'll be the second song.
Second song, okay.
The last one. Put your hand in it.
How are you?
Oh, wait a minute, yeah. Okay.
We're having a guest.
I have a lot to learn.
Jerry's here to teach. Good, but so happy. This is Jersey.
Have a nice time.
Yeah. I just love it here, you know. So, you know, I don't know. When you live 5 weeks away from your stuff, you know, your files, your computer, you get a little, you know, yeah. So.
Yeah, good to go.
I would love that. I would love to do that. Let's do it. Okay, great. All right, awesome.
Request to do. First of all, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Unity of Bonita. We had a request to do this song. We used to do it a lot. It's called Finlandia. This is my song. And Roy requested that we do this sometime. So, Roy, there you go, buddy. This is my song, O God of all the nations, a song of peace for lands afar and nigh. This is my home, the country where my heart is. This is my hope, my dream, my shrine. But other hearts in other lands are beating, hopes and dreams the same as mine. My country's skies are bluer than the ocean, and sunlight beams on clover leaf and pine. But other lands have sunlight too and clover, and skies are all so blue as mine. But hear my song, thou God of all the nations, a song of peace for their land and mine. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Welcome to Unity Bonita Springs. We're glad you're here. And I want to welcome everybody and wonder if there's anybody here for the first time. Ah, welcome. All right, if you can keep your hand up, we have a little something for you. And there is a form on the back table if you want to fill it out so we can stay in touch with you. And I want to welcome everybody online. Our speaker for today is Dawn Bauer. She is a mind and spirit coach, a trainer, a speaker, and an actress. A Nebraska native, certified neuro-linguistic programming coach, and mental health coach and former teacher. She is a religious science practitioner, licensed through Mile High Church in Lakewood, Colorado, where she became a member in 2012. She's currently serving both Mile High Church and Centers for Spiritual Living in Cape Coral as an outreach practitioner. Dawn is a speaker and workshop leader who's passionate about spreading joy and love. So welcome.
Welcome.
We also have Deborah Marino with us this morning, who is a terrific musician as well as teacher in our local community. So welcome, Debbie. I want to remind you to silence your cell phones so we can have a nice quiet time. And please share let's share our mission and vision statement with me. Everyone? To invite and inspire spiritual consciousness through unity as its apprentice. And our vision? We are love, joy, and acceptance in the world. Wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. I want to remind you that we have our prayer box up front. Unity was founded on prayer. If you have a prayer need for yourself or anyone else, there's a slip to fill out, put in the box, and it will be prayed on here and then sent to Unity headquarters to be prayed on additional 30 days there. And Bill Bosco is going to lead us in our affirmation.
Thank you, Colleen. It's nice to see you up and well. Affirmations for September. Inner peace. I express as peace in every circumstance of my life. Together.
I express as peace in every circumstance of my life.
Order. I relax knowing all is in right order. Together. I relax knowing all is in right order. Release. Joy-filled, I release that which no longer supports my highest good. Together.
Joy-filled, I release that which no longer supports my highest good.
Prosperity. I experience prosperity in every area of my life. Together.
I experience prosperity in every area of my life.
World harmony. I give my love to a world that works in harmony. Together.
I give my love to a world that works in harmony.
Today's daily word reading is from Paul's second letter to Timothy. Through the power of God within me, I am brave. If I want to have a greater more expansive experience of life, I must be brave and move beyond the trepidation that holds me back. I do not judge myself for hesitating, but I don't let it stop me. Instead, I take my reluctance as a cue to call upon the strength of God within me to push past my fear and move forward. So much of life lies on the other side of my fear. I believe I am meant to live a fulfilling, satisfying life. Whether I am interested in having grand adventures or simply stepping out of my comfort zone and trying new things, I can rely on the divine within as I summon courage to do new things. I affirm, I am brave. As this becomes the truth of my heart, my experience of life expands. And Paul wrote to Timothy, "For God did not give us a spirit of cowardice, but rather a spirit of power and of love and of self-discipline."
Please join me. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. There's a holy hush around us as God's glory fills this place. Touch the hem of the garment, I can almost see God's face. My heart is overflowing with the fullness of God's joy. I know without a doubt that I've been with the Lord. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and God's grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
I invite you all now to take a comfortable seat. Get comfortable in the place that you're in. Close your eyes if you wish. Or if that's uncomfortable for you, you can gently allow your gaze to soften. Taking a nice, slow, deep breath in and letting go. Taking another deep breath in and release. With each breath, feel your body arriving in this present moment. And as you breathe, start to notice the air moving in through your nostrils and your body softening as the air goes out. Start to pay attention to how that feels in your body, that expansion and that contraction. allowing it to be easy. You may start to notice your heartbeat, your awareness that there is a vibration happening right here, right now, in every cell of your being. That vibration, that energy is life, is source, is infinite wisdom, is God. And as you sit in this knowingness, acknowledging that this life is always present, always with you. That God is always present, always with you. Perhaps you're feeling the warmth of that vibration, of that life in every fingertip, in every toe. Perhaps even in your earlobes. And gently bring to mind a situation in your life that might call for you to be brave right now. Maybe it's something small, or maybe it's something that feels big and uncertain. And just notice it without judgment. And noticing how you might perceive this situation differently as you move forward with that knowingness that God is with you. That source of love and light and life and power and peace and joy and beauty is with you right here, right now. And in this space, there is no fear. You are held. You are guided. You are exactly where you need to be. And I'm just going to allow a few moments of silence for you to just notice how this feels. To tap into that greater power that is yours right now. And as you start to come back to my voice, allow a smile to rise on your face, filling you with that joy and that love, that you have this truth within you. your breath, wiggling your toes. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Namaste. Every day they pass me by, I can see it in their eyes. Empty people filled with care, headed who knows where. On they go through private pain, living fear to fear. Laughter hides their silent cries. Only Jesus hears. People need the Lord. People need the Lord. At the end of broken dreams, He's the open door. People need the Lord. People need the Lord. When will we realize people need the Lord? We are called to take His light to a world where wrong seems right. What could be too great a cost for sharing life with one who's lost? Through His love, our hearts can feel all the grief they bear. love when the songs and the meditation and everything just comes together so beautifully, doesn't it? First of all, thank you for having me back. It's good to be back. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I wanted to start off with a story today about brave Captain Smith. Brave Captain Smith was out one day with his crew sailing the ocean blue, and the crew spotted on the horizon a ship with a flag with skull and crossbones on it. It was a pirate ship. And they got scared and they said, what are we going to do? There's this pirate ship on the horizon. And they looked at the captain. They're like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And the captain looked out on the horizon and he said, bring me my red shirt. And so the cabin boy ran down and grabbed the shirt and brought it up to the captain. And as soon as he had it in his hands, he said, okay, let's head straight for the ship. And they took off towards the ship. And after the battle, and there wasn't much left of the pirate ship, one of the sailors asked the captain, why did you have us bring you your red shirt? And he said, well, if I were to get wounded, I didn't want you to notice and lose your confidence, so you would keep fighting. And all night long, the sailors talked about his bravery. And then a week later, there were 10 pirate ships on the horizon. And again, the crew members got nervous. They said, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? There's 10 of them now out there. And brave Captain Smith looked along the horizon and he said, boys, bring me my brown pants. I appreciate the laughter. We know what the brown pants were for, don't we? Don't have to say any more about that. Have you ever been told, wow, you're brave? Have you ever been told you're brave?
Yeah.
And maybe it was a health challenge you were facing, or a big life change that you were going through, or even something small, like you were just trying to stand up for yourself, for someone else, and it was kind of scary to do that. And maybe you didn't feel very brave in the moment. And that's because the secret about bravery is that it doesn't show up unless fear is already in the room. If we weren't afraid first, there's no need for us to be brave, right? Now, let's look at some definitions that I found of bravery. There's a lot of definitions of bravery. Like the first one was something like the essence of brave. And I'm like, well, that doesn't tell me anything. Like the state of being brave. Don't you hate it when they use the same word in the definition? Or it's like, it's like courageous. I'm like, that's a synonym, that's not a definition. So, facing danger, fear, or difficulty. And courage, which is similar. The ability to control fear in a dangerous or difficult situation. So with these definitions, we see that there needs to be this fear in order for us to show up as brave or courageous. And I know this talk title might be a little weird. It was on purpose. Did anybody look at this and like, what? God is not brave. Sounds a little sacrilegious. Like I'm taking something away from God, right? I don't know if anybody else grew up with this idea when I was a kid that God was on this cloud and he was this man and he was strong and he was just gonna, be so powerful and take care of everything. But I'm actually pointing to the opposite. I'm pointing to God's perfection here. God is not brave because God has no fear. God is not brave because God has no fear. Bravery only exists in the human mind because we live in the dualistic world. We live in the world of love and fear, and safety and danger, and light and shadow. But the divine, in that absolute, eternal presence of God, there's no fear, there's no threat, there's no danger. There's only that pure being, that love, that wholeness. Has anybody studied Thomas Troward? One person. Not an easy study, but I do love Thomas Troward's 7 attributes of God. Love, light, life, peace, power, beauty, and joy. I didn't say bravery, did I? And why is it not up there? Fear's not up there. Fear is not one of those attributes of God. And why is it that we have this fear? Because we have these meat suits. We have these bodies that we need to protect. And, it is in our nature, right? We are, our minds, our biology is designed to help us. Our nervous system sets up these things to protect us. And then when there's danger or a threat, right, we go into that fight or flight or freeze. That's what keeps us alive, right? Because we're humans. I am. I think you guys are. You look human. We talk about when we're babies and that, we're the closest to God, right? That perfectness of the babies when it's like, oh, there's still that oneness of just love and everything. And even babies, we are born with 2 innate fears. The fear of falling and the fear of loud noises. To keep us safe. That is how we have evolved. Now, there are some other fears that start to come up as we age and as we learn fear, because we start to learn fears. And most of them, like the fear of the unknown is this universal, right? And then there's these other ones that kind of out picture from there. And these are common ones that can kind of be grouped into this. So the fear of the unknown. I don't know what's on the other side of this relationship. I don't know what's on the other side of this career. I don't know what's on the other side of this doctor's visit. We don't know. I don't know what's on the other side of this storm. I don't even know what's going to be in the storm. And we get scared. The fear of death is a common one. I don't know what's on the other side of living. We think we know, but maybe we're wrong. What if we're wrong? A lot of people have ideas about what's on the other side, right? It helps us to believe in something in faith to help us get through. Fear of abandonment. You know, if you're familiar with Maslow's hierarchy of needs, there's that need for belonging and connection to each other. And if you think back, now, you know, some people nowadays, they'll go off the grid and they live on their own and they say they love it, but we lose our communication skills when that happens if we're gone away from other humans for too long, right? But we can grow our own food and all that, yes, and, you know, when people would be ostracized or like, you know, kicked out of the tribe, they didn't survive for very long on their own, right? We need each other. We have that. We want to be in community. So we can feel like we're not, what if I'm not good enough? What if they don't like me? What if I'm not? Fear of failure. Now there's also fear of success. Fear of failure. These are common fears that we have. And I just wanted to share, excuse me. I don't need to cough right into the microphone. Apologize about that. So I wanted to share a personal story. And maybe this is a story you can relate to, or maybe another story comes up for you of a time in your life where you've had a small fear. This was a significant one for me in my life. And so I'm going to use this. So I'm on my second marriage. So this is my first marriage. 2007. We'd been married for 4 years, not very long. And my husband sat me down the day after my birthday, not very nice, and said, I want a divorce. I don't love you anymore. I don't think I ever really did love you. I only married you because you're the marrying type. I didn't really know what that meant. But did fear rise up in me? Yes, it did. This fear of the unknown. What's going on now? This was not a part of my plan growing up. You get married and you stick it out, and this is what you do. So now what? We own a house together. We were going to have kids together, I thought. There's this plan. And now it's throwing it all up in the air. There wasn't much of a fear of death. I was not fearing my death in that. But there was a fear of the death of the relationship. The death of my life as I knew it was completely changing and shifting. Fear of abandonment? Yep. And not just this, I felt abandoned by him. But what if I start telling my family and my friends? Are they still going to accept me now that I'm divorced? Am I going to have to get new friends that are single and ready to mingle? Not my married friends anymore? A huge upheaval, and my goodness, a huge feel of failure. I grew up with parents that argued all the time and they stayed together. Why couldn't I? What was I doing wrong? And afraid that I was going to look like a failure to others. There was something that I could do to fix this. And I was going to say I'm embarrassed to say it now, but I'm not embarrassed because I've moved past this. But I begged and pleaded him for 2 more years to not do this. We could go to counseling. Read this cool book. It's called The 5 Love Languages. I think you have these two and I have these two. Maybe we could talk to each other and differently. I could say it the way you like me to say it, and you could say it the way I like you to say it. And we worked on things, and I had to go through my own process. But I remember a very significant moment when I had not told anybody yet because I was too embarrassed. I felt alone. I felt abandoned. Laying on my bed and sobbing. Is anybody willing to admit, like, been in that place where you're just like sobbing about something? You're grieving. And I remember just looking up, like, why? I think I was talking to God. I don't know. I was just like talking to whatever wanted to listen to me. And I'm like, why is this happening to me? What did I do wrong? Right? All these, like, why? But in that, there's something about looking up, right? There's something about this upwardness, that connection. We're just feeling connected to that thing that's greater than us. And I remember, and I'm not making this up just to make this a cool story. I'm not making this next part up. But I just remember seeing this like golden thread, this tiny little thread. It was the tiniest little thread. It was like a spider web thread. This golden, tiny little thread. And I took my hand and I went like that and I grabbed it. And you might think, okay, spider web threads, they're strong. They are a strong thread. And I felt like, even though it was this tiny little thing, it was like, that was my hope. And I felt like, okay, this has me. I'm gonna hold on to this until I can get up on my own 2 feet, until I can start moving forward, until I know what my next steps need to be and lean on that. And I know that was Spirit. I know that was God saying, I've got you. And of course that thread got stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And then I was finally ready to say, okay, you're right. We're not meant to be together. Let's move on. Let's move on. And my goodness, why did I wait so long? Because then life got so fun. I was like, man, I don't have a house to worry about anymore. I've given him all my furniture. I don't want it. I'm going to adventure. I'm going to go hang out with all my girlfriends that are single. Took a train up the coast of California all the way up into Seattle and then flew to Alaska to see another friend. And so maybe there's a health diagnosis that you're dealing with. Maybe there's a financial leap that you're stepping into. Maybe there's something exciting that you're kind of unknown about. I just invite you to be brave. And how do we be brave? Well, I've kind of already been pointing to it, but we are designed for something more. We are designed to remember, like we said in that meditation, the presence of God is bigger than any fear that we have. It is that, I would love to bring, so let me just say this here first. These unknowns, and actually there it is. I'm gonna come back to that one here in a second. So Unity's first principle, and it's really tiny up here. I'm gonna read it to you guys. You guys probably already know it though, but I'm going to read it anyway. There is only one presence and one power active as the universe and as my life. God, the good omnipotence. So I'm going to be showing you lots of different places where this is coming up. God is good. God is absolute good. God is present everywhere. And if that is true, which it is, then fear is never the ultimate reality. It's a part of our human experience, but it's not a part of the divine. Now, we could really get into the details about this, and yes, God is everything, so then therefore, I guess then that has to be part of God too. But for this talk today, right, it's not one of those attributes of God. And when we feel that fear, we need to lean into our faith. We need to lean into our trust that even if that string feels like it's teeny tiny, it's there. It's always there. And the more we tap into it, the more we see, it's like, oh, that's not a teeny tiny string. It's actually like, I'm the string. I am the string. There you go. There's your affirmation today. I am the string. Golden light. So, let me come back to this slide here. We turn these fears into what is true. So when these fears are coming up for you, that fear of the unknown, God is all-knowing. The fear of death, spirit never dies. Fear of abandonment, God is omnipresent. Always. Fear of failure, God sees perfection. Now, I wanted to share, this was a challenging week for me. Was it for anybody else? It was a challenging week. And sometimes we have to sit in it, like I was doing on my bed many years ago, and be with it until we can remember that connection. What happened on Wednesday, there was another school shooting. There was another assassination attempt that ended up being successful. And then Thursday morning, waking up to remembering where I was on 9/11 in 2001. And I am a mental health coach, and I had 6 clients on Thursday. And I was sitting and I'm feeling the anxiety. I'm feeling my humanness. I'm all in my stuff. And I said, not that I can't do this today, but I don't want to do this today. I'm not going to show up for these people the way that I want to show up for them. Because I'm not even showing up for myself right now the way I want to be showing up for myself. And 5 minutes before my first client, I sent messages to all my clients and said, I'm not doing this today. I'm taking a mental health day. They were like, thank you. You're modeling that for me. I need to be able to do that. And it was the best thing I could have done for myself. I sat in a longer meditation. I did some, have you guys ever heard of neurographic art? I did some neurographic art. You're shifting things into challenges into beautiful things. I listened to beautiful music all day. I just let myself be. And I ended the day reading from A Return to Love by Marianne Williamson. And I woke up Friday morning recharged. And sometimes the brave thing isn't to like just do it anyway and show up for your client. Sometimes the brave thing is to say, no, I can't, I don't want to, and take care of ourselves. And so just looking at a few more of these quotes, here's one from A Course in Miracles, lesson 48. The presence of fear is a sure sign that you are trusting in your own strength. The awareness that there is nothing to fear shows that somewhere in your mind, though not necessarily in a place you recognize as yet, you have remembered God and let His strength take the place for your weakness. The instant you are willing to do this, there is indeed nothing to fear. And here are some from, oh my gosh, there's so many quotes from the Bible, but I did not put all of them in there. I did choose 4. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Over and over again, we hear this. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. And I can do all this through Him who gives me strength. Now, has anybody heard of Our Deepest Fear by Marianne Williamson? You're going to love this one. Steve, right? You're going to love this one, Steve. So, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine, as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we're liberated, freed of our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. And so, again, bring up to mind, what is something that you are perhaps a little fearful of today? That you need to step into that bravery. And that bravery is really trusting God's got this. When you're feeling like, what if I fail? What if things fall apart? What if I'm not enough? Check in here. Know that God is not afraid of this. God already knows the outcome. And there's no need for bravery because God is already whole and complete and love. And if God is the essence of who we are, then deep down, beyond the surface of our anxious minds, we too have a place that is beyond fear. And so I know we already did affirmations, but I got another one for you. So I'll say it first, then we can say it together. I am brave, for I am the omnipotent presence of God expressing as me. Let's say it together. I am brave, for I am the omnipotent presence of God expressing as me. And I just invite you now to close your eyes and close this out in a little prayer with me. Mother, Father, God, infinite Spirit of love, We thank you for being the fearless presence in which we live and move and have our being. We acknowledge now that we are one with you, that you live in us. And when fear arises within us, we remember that it is not the whole truth of who we are. We know that we are guided back to you, to your peace, to your love, to your light, to your power, where fear can dissolve and only love remains. We trust you, God. We are grateful for you. We rest in your unwavering love. And releasing these words into law, knowing they are done. And so it is. Amen.
All right, we're going to do this song once again. Brother James Kane brought it to us. He said, you ever heard this song, Put Your Hand in the Hand? I said, yeah, Debbie sings it. He also gave me the words to the chorus, and we'd like you all to sing along, because it comes up quite a few times. It's fun to sing along. So please join us.
Your hand in the hand of a man who's still the water. Put your hand in the hand of the man who calms the sea. Take a look at yourself. You can look at others differently. Put your hand in the hand of the man from Galilee. Every time I look into the holy book, I wanna tremble. When I read about the part where I'm covered to clear the temple. For the fires and the sounds are no different sounds than what I profess in the creed. And it causes me shame to know we're not the people we should be. Put your hand in the hand of the man who stills the water. Put your hand in the hand of the man who calms the sea. Take a look at yourself, and you can look at others differently by putting your hand in the hand of the man from Galilee. Mama taught me how to pray before I reached the age of 7. And when I'm down on my knees, that's when I'm close to heaven. My daddy lived his life with 2 kids and a wife, and you gotta do what you gotta do. But he showed me enough of what it takes to get you through. Put your hand in the hand of a man who's still the water. Put your hand Take a look at yourself. You can look at others differently by putting your hand in the hand of the man from Galilee. Put your hand in the hand of the man who's still the water. Put your hand in the hand of the man who calms the sea. Take a look at yourself. You can look at others differently by putting your hand in the hand of the man from Galilee. Put your hand in the hand of the man who's still the water. Put your hand in the hand of the man who calms the sea. Take a look at yourself, and you can look at others differently by putting your hand in the hand of the man from Galilee. Everyone. Put your hand in the hand of the man who's still the water. Put your hand in the hand of the man who calms the sea. Take a look at yourself, and you can look at others differently. Put your hand in the hand of the man from Galilee. Put your hand in the hand of the man from Galilee. Put your hand in the hand of the man from Galilee.
How am I supposed to follow that? Thank you, Debbie and Jerry. Wonderful. All right, let's take this opportunity during our offertory to share your love and treasure with the ministry. Please take your offering in your hand as we bless it with these words. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God.
Just acknowledging and blessing and being so grateful for each and every coin, each and every paper, each and every divine thought that was placed in that basket today, knowing that it is growing in that abundance of God, and that God's got it from here. God is abundance, God is overflowing,
and sharing these gifts with love and with life and with light. And we know that this is growing the church that is reaching people who need the message that this church spreads so lovingly. And I release this prayer, blessing each and every person in this room and the church itself. And so it is. Amen.
I want to announce that we have coffee and conversation after the service, and everyone is welcome. I want to thank all of our volunteers for all that you do. We have upcoming events and announcements that are on the bulletin board, Facebook website. Let's see. We are going to have our gratitude prayer circle, and then we will stand for the peace song and the prayer for protection. So please join in the peace, in the gratitude peace circle rather, or stay in your seat if you wish. Thank you.
Clean water and fresh air.
I'm grateful for safe journeys, and I pray for open-mindedness.
I'm grateful for having a speaker today. I'm grateful for the message and stuff.
Grateful for healing and divine order.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, peace that was meant to be. God has created family harmony. Let's walk with each other in perfect harmony. This is a moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each one of them, make each one of them peace eternally. Now there is peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
The light of God surrounds us.
The love of God
enfolds us.
the power
Power of God protects us.
the
The
presence
presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.